guys, today I'm going to show you how to load and unload your Holga camera. This is a really fun film camera. It gives you like these very cool, vibey, quirky photos, but I get asked a lot of times how to actually use it, specifically how to load the film. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so first you unroll your film, sleeve it. Slide these two down. I always have mine on the 12 setting. I've honestly never shot on the 16. I just leave it on 12. Pop this off, and when you open it, this might be on this side. Just switch it over. So every time you start a new film, this will be over here, and you pop it off and just put it on that side. There are these different like insert things. I honestly can't remember. I just have left this square one in the whole time. I've never swapped this out, but anyways, spool goes on the right, and then here, I will pause this one. Okay, so got your film. I always kind of like bend this part back so it will make it easier to go in, but this is the side the photo lands on, and it's always going to face where the light is coming through. So you just click that in. Oh, click that in. Roll it over. This is where I kind of bend it here to make it easier. You just slide it into one of these slots and then just start spinning. Once I get about that far, I pop it back on. Sometimes if it's not going on, it might be upside down. So pop it back on. Some days it, oh, see, it was sticking out a little, so I just gotta push that in. Oh, I'm struggling. Okay, slide those back up. I often will put black electrical tape over here and here, because these seams will let light through. I also have just taped permanently, like any of these little seams, I just leave some permanent electrical tape on. But these spots I have to replace the tape like every time. So you're gonna look here and you just wind it, and you have to do it a lot. So it honestly takes forever. But just some bars go by. Keep winding, keep winding, keep going. There's the arrow. So well, keep going. Once you see the Kodak, you're almost there. Scroll till you see the 1. This is your first photo, and there will be 12. Okay, so we're back. I have taped up my seams here and here, black electrical tape, and we're gonna actually shoot through the roll so I can show you how to unload it. Make sure you pop off your lens cap. I honestly forget all the time. When you look through the viewfinder, you're actually looking through here. So I'm gonna pop the lens cap back on. You can see the lens cap is on and you are looking through here. So you can easily shoot through a whole roll of film without knowing that your lens cap is on, and then your photos don't turn out. So just don't forget that. I'm often at a wedding and guests will tell me I have my lens cap on and I've totally forgotten. So happens all the time, but just try to remember that if you can. Anyways, so I would adjust this. We're just gonna shoot a photo for the sake of the video. You just push this tab down to take a photo. It makes that sound. And then remember, you have to manually wind. See the Kodak, and now you're at your second photo. So we're gonna take another shot. Okay, so we're back, and I've gone and shot through most of the rest of the roll. So we're on our 12th frame. It's upside down, but it's 12. So I'm just gonna take this last picture, and then we're gonna wind all the way, and I'll show you how to unload it. So you can see that it went blank, which means that the film is now wound up all the way over here. I like to give it, oh, just kidding, I lied. Okay, that was just the dark part of the film. So keep winding. I was thinking something was fishy. There you go. Once you see the exposed, you're almost at the end. I like to give it a couple extra winds just to be safe. And you'll see that it looks blank. So I just take my electrical tape off. I usually just kind of set it there because I will often reuse it. So I just kind of lightly tack it to my back side, pop it off, just kind of set that to the side. You should end up with this. So you'll have one spool back here. The film has now wound to the spool that was on this side. So it should look like this. You should have a little tag out here. This will say fold under before sealing. So you're just gonna kind of tuck that under, fold it, and then this part's like an envelope, you have to lick it. So I did that, and then you just tack it down, and then you have it sealed. So I know some people like to add a little bit of like washi tape. Sometimes this can pop off, especially if it's like a hot, humid day. So you might want to also add some washi tape just to make sure this stays sealed. If it comes undone, it can be exposed to the light. You send that off to the film lab. And then when you're ready to reload, you take your next spool, pop it over to the side, pop your next load in, start all over. You're good to go.